Hello, boys and girls and parents. This is Pastor Sam with another Bible hero. Our hero for today, this is a picture of Jesus, but just like last time, we are hearing about one of the people who wrote a book about Jesus. We heard about Matthew and Mark, and today we're going to hear about Luke. Luke is the third person who wrote a book about Jesus. There's four, and next week we'll hear about the fourth one. Now, Luke has a little bit of a different thing that he's wanting to write. Luke is a doctor. He's a doctor, and he was very concerned with Jesus' miracles, especially Jesus healing miracles. Luke has a lot of miracles where Jesus touches people and he heals them. Now, Luke is also giving us some things that the other authors don't really do. Luke gives us one of Jesus at Christmas time when Jesus is born. Now, Matthew does this too, but Luke gives us the Christmas story. And that's the one that we typically hear at Christmas time, Luke 2, about Mary and Joseph going to Bethlehem and little baby Jesus being born. And Luke also gives us a story when Jesus is a boy about him and Mary and Joseph all going to Jerusalem together. Now, Luke was a doctor, I said that, but he was also kind of like a reporter. And what I mean by that is that Luke wasn't one of the people who went around with Jesus. Luke came a little bit later, and he would talk to different people. He would interview them and ask them questions. He probably talked to Mary, that's Jesus' mom, and that's probably where he got these stories about Jesus' birth and when Jesus was a young boy. And Luke also traveled around with some of the other disciples. He traveled around with Paul, and he probably got some other times to interview the disciples and to find out what Jesus said and what Jesus did. And Luke put that all together into his book. Now we have here a picture of something that happened last Thursday. We remembered the Ascension. This is a picture of Jesus going up into heaven. And Luke actually wrote two books. He wrote Luke, and then he also wrote the book of Acts. And the book of Luke ends with Jesus ascending into heaven, and then the book of Acts begins with Jesus ascending into heaven. And that's a wonderful thing, Jesus ascending. So we're going to pray, and we're going to thank God for our friend Luke and for the things that Jesus said and did. So you can fold your hands and pray with me. Dear God, thank you for Luke, who told us everything that Jesus said and did. Amen. Thank you for coming and hearing about our friend Luke. We've heard about Matthew and Mark and Luke, and next week we're going to hear about John, because John has a little bit more to tell us about Jesus. So until next time, it's been very good to see you. I'll see you later.